Welcome to AICT MS Project Tutorials Lesson 1 Introduction. MS Project, the project management software program by Microsoft, is a very handy tool for project managers that helps them to develop a schedule, assign resources to tasks, track the process, manage the budget, and analyze workloads for an ongoing project. Project management, we'll see what is project management simply. So project management means process of initiating, planning, executing, controlling, and closing a project. Project goal is the desired outcome. Should be short and simple, yet clearly communicate scope, time frame, and budget. A process group is a series of steps to complete in order to move to the next phase of a project. There are 5 process groups in project management. There are 5 process groups. Those are initiating, planning, executing, controlling, and closing. These are the 5 process groups. So according to the MS project, we will see in each and every these process group what will we do. In the initiating process group, we do these steps: setting the project goal, identifying the start or finish date of the project, right? So keep in mind, start or finish date, either this or this, not the both. The start date or the finish date for the project. Identifying the project manager, identifying the project budget and the quality consideration. So these are the process steps we will do in the initiating part. In the planning stage, we will do these steps: entering the project information, identifying the project subdivision and milestones, documenting the resources. These are the important resources, right? So later we will learn in depth about resources. So the work, the human power, the materials, everything will become under the resources. Entering the restrictions, if any restriction, right? The work, for example, the work time of the resources, right? So what are the holidays, right? Assigning the resources to the task. First we are documenting the resources and we have to assign the resources to specific tasks, specific work. How much is resources for this task, how many materials are for this specific task, like that. These will happen in the planning stage. In the executing stage, when you are executing, we will get the producing the work result. When you are getting the producing the work result, when you are executing, there will be some changes. So we will request the changes, recommending the improvements on the executing stage, creating the project records, reports, and the presentations. The next process group is controlling. In the controlling part, we will updating the projects, right? What we here request the changes, we will update those things in the controlling part. Managing the resources and the task. Here we are documented the resource, assigned the resources. After that, we have to manage the resources with the task. Meet management timing, resources, and cost objectives. Changing the project. This is the 4th step. The 5th process group, closing. Entering the final status of the finished project. Printing the final reports. Review and analysis performance of the project. So these are the 5 process groups in the project management: initiating, planning, executing, controlling, and closing. Project management terminology. Understanding the key project terminology is fundamental to your success as a project manager. Task. So task means in your project, what are the activities you are going to do? In MS project, we call that one task. Each and every work activity inside the project, that is going to be a task. According to the MS project, we call that one a task. Each and every task has a duration. Each and every task has a duration. For example, 1 month, 1 day, 5 days, 4 hours, anything, 2 years. So each and every duration have a start and finish date. If there is 3 days, what is the start date and what is the finish date? If it is 2 months, what is the start date and the finish date? Both. Here for the task, you have to define the both. Right? If there is duration is hours, starting time and the finishing time. Predecessors and successors. Right? This one we will learn later in depth. So what is predecessors? At the time I can say what is predecessors? Task dependencies or linked task. Task will be dependent with each task. For example, you have a work A task and a B task. So for example, B cannot start until A finishes. B cannot start until A finishes. If you want to start the B, A have to be finished. So that is dependent. So those type will be come under the predecessors and successors. We will learn that one in the next lesson clearly. Resources. Right? The resources which you are going to use for your project. Task by task. The resources, human power, materials and hired cost, everything, outsourcing. Project manager. Scope of the project, quality of the project or the quality of the task, risk in the task. So what are the benefits of the project management? Right? Normally, you know, better understanding of overall project goals, better understanding of alignment with business objectives, more organized and streamlined way to manage a project, more accurate and reliable project status information, more efficient use of project resources, better communication, faster response to conflicting the project goals, greater awareness of the project progress, faster project completion, lower project cost, fewer project failures. These are the benefits. Normally we know. So MS project UI, user interface. So here I am going to use the Windows 10, click start menu, all apps, Microsoft Office, MS project. Here I am going to use the 2016 version. Right, so I'll click on start, MS project, have to find out project, we'll say project, Windows 10, click that one. So it will open the MS project. Here you will get the startup page. Here you can, if you want to open a, click blank project. So this is going to be a MS project workspace. So this one here we call ribbon. We call that one ribbon. Normally as usual here ribbon, command, status bar, view table. So I'll explain here. This is the ribbon. In the ribbon you have tabs, task tab, resources tab. Each and every tab it has its tools. Here this is the timeline. Here timeline. See my mouse curve. We call this the entry table. This is the entry table. This is the Gantt chart area. This is the timeline, time scale. Below the time scale you have the Gantt chart area. The Gantt chart will be created here. This is the entry table. The data will be entered here. So this is the status bar. Here you can zoom the zoom in, zoom out the Gantt chart area. Right. So this is the user interface of the MS project, the basic interface of the MS project. Right. You can go through this one. This is the way to create a blank project. So when you open the MS project, initially what you have to do, you have to set the project start date or finish date and the calendars. So to do that one, what you have to do in the first step, here according to project information, right? You have to go to project tab, project properties group, project information. Yeah. Go to the project tab. Inside the project properties group, this is the project properties group. Here you have the project information. Here project information. Here you have to select the start date of the project. For example, if you are going to start the project on November 1st, so select the start date, or November 2nd, select the start date as November 2nd. This is the current date. It means the today's date, system date. Right? So here see the calendar. At the moment in default in MS project we have standard calendar, 24 hours calendar, night shift calendar. We will learn those, we can create our own calendars also. So this is at the moment the standard calendar. The standard calendar, the working days are 5 days, Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday off day, working time 8 to evening 5, 8 to evening 5. 12 to 1 lunch break. That is the standard calendar. We can change that one. We can create our own calendars. Calendars are important. At the moment, our project calendar is going to be the standard calendar. Working time 8 to 5. 12 to 1 lunch break. Saturday, Sunday off day. So here I set the project start date as 11. So here it says schedule from project start date. So if you want, you can select this one, project finish date. So when you click project finish date, you can't set the start date. You can select the project state. The project state should be finished on December 30th. So the start date will be automatically calculated when you enter the task, when you enter the information. If you select the project start date, the finish date will be calculated after entering the data. So either these so that's why in the initial when we are learning the tutorial, you can go back and see that one, project start date or finish date. Planned start date or finish date. We are in the planning stage, keep in mind. So at the moment you can set light and you can make it okay. So here I am going to set the project start date as November 1st, so November 2nd, and press OK. So in your Gantt chart, here this is a Gantt chart area. Here see November 1st, there is a dotted line, that the Gantt here. In the Saturday, Sunday, you can see in a different color. Here highlighted in a different color. If you want, I'll change that one. If the color is not visible clearly, not enough, you can right click on that Gantt chart area. Go to non-working time. Here this is the color. If you want, you can make it little bit dark. I'll make it little bit dark here. Yeah, it's too dark I think. So here you can right click, non-working time. I'll make it little bit somewhere like that. So here the Saturday, Sunday in default, that is off day. So this is the first thing you have to set. You have to set the project start date or the finish date and the project calendar. Under the project tab, project information, project start date, or you can click here, and the project finish date and the calendar. What the calendar you are going to use? At the moment we are going to use the standard calendar. So that is the step you have to do in the first step. Yeah, this is the right. Now we'll go to our exercises. We'll go to our exercises. So you have to open a blank project. You have to open a new project, and you have to open a blank project. According to the exercises, it's saying set the project start date. Set the project start date 5th January next year. So I'll go to project tab, project information, project start date 5th January next year. It's 2021 in this case, in my tutorial, right? You have to select your current, if that is right, and I'll click OK. So in the Gantt chart here, see there's a dotted line on January 5th. It's going to be Tuesday, I think so. Tuesday or Wednesday, right? So the project start date. Enter the following task name and select a task mode at auto schedule. Here, see, we have to enter this. Notice this red color box, right? So the task mode. Here the first field is task mode. You can make it auto schedule, and you have to enter the task name. Task name is build a pyramid. Build a pyramid, I think. Build a pyramid. Another task auto schedule, and you have to enter the other task name according to the tutorial. Aqua stone. Right. So I'll quickly enter that one. So you have to enter those tasks like this here. First step, you have to do it like that. Just enter the task. Same like in the screen here on the red color box. Only the task mode and the task name. The first step. After that, you have to group the task as indicated below. Here, group the task. Here in the red color box, this is the intent task, outtent task. I'll show it here. You can click here. So go to the, here I'll outline all my finished one. Yeah. It will be like that initially. So initially it will be entered like this, right? You have to, so the aqua stone is a subtask of the build a pyramid. So select aqua stone and here click intent task. And quarry stone, here according to the tutorial, quarry stone, transport stone, or prepare stone, or quarry stone up to here. Or subtask of aqua stone. You can click intent task twice. If you go wrong, you go more, you can outturn here. Then I will make it here. It's went wrong. Do it correctly. The aqua stone sub. Quarry stone is sub of aqua stone. Click twice and here outturn. It should be like this. And prepare side is another subtask of a build a pyramid. Click intent one. Dig foundation to make a side. Select everything and intent task twice. And build is another subtask of a build a pyramid. So it should be, we call intent outturn task. Group like this. Group like this. Right. After that, you have to enter the duration in the duration column for the subtask. So the subtask mean, so here the subtask are quarry stone, transport stone, prepare stone. These three are subtasks. These are summary tasks here. So in the summary task, don't enter the duration. For the subtask, quarry stone, transport stone, prepare stone, dig foundation, right? When you enter all these duration subtasks, the summary task will be automatically get the duration like this, 100 and 125 days. So you have to enter these 3 weeks. You have to enter 3 WKs, 5 days, 3 weeks. 3 weeks you have to enter 3 WKs, 2 WKs, 1 W. 7 days is default, 7, right? Like that, 6 months. So your summary task will automatically have to get the same days, 120 days, 15 days. 15 days should come automatically. Right? After that, you have to producers. You have to enter the producers. Entering the producers mean like this. It mean here 3. So the producers mean task dependencies. It means quarry stone is dependent. So the transport stone is dependent with the quarry stone. So you have to finish the quarry stone after before starting the transport stone. So you have to type the row name here 3. Here 3, the row quarry name. Right? I'll delete those numbers and I'll delete it, show it again. In your case, it will be like this, right? It will be 120 days. See the Gantt chart also. Notice the Gantt chart area here. This is the Gantt chart area. Right, so see the starting date. The quarry stone 3 weeks, transport stone for 5 days. See the starting date. It's 5th of January for the both. But when I enter the producers, it's mean transport stone can start after quarry stone finish. So the quarry stone when it's finishing 25th. So the start when you transport stone can start after 25th. It means 26th. So when I enter 3, it's mean when I enter 3. This 4 task is dependent with the quarry stone. So when I enter 3 and move to the next column, see the date. Now it's automatically 10 to 26. Here the Gantt chart also, it's moved here. Same like I have to enter here 4. So this will be moved here. The start date should come 22nd. So when I enter 4. So the transport stone row name is 4. Like that. Here you have to enter like here. Here 7. 8, 9, 10, and the build is dependent with the build is depend right, the build task. So to the build task you have to enter 2,6, 2,6. So now your total days should be one. Now it's previously it's 120 days. Now it's we have entered the dependencies now. So now it should be, the output should be like this, 164 days, 35 days, yeah, 45, the summary task. So the final output should be like this in your exercise 1. And this is the one I made in my exercise 1. Right, so I close this one. Now the exercise 2, same like here, set the project finish date. You have to set the project finish date. Open a new blank project. Go to project information. Project information. The project finish date 30th June next year. So here schedule from project finish date 30th June next year 2025. Right. After that, same like you have to enter the task mode auto schedule, the task, staff training, analysis, big team, these in the box. After that, you have to enter the duration to the summary task. Here, summary task are training needs analysis, training need 7 days, training need analysis, right? The summary task, you know what is summary task here? Training needs analysis under the big team, training needs analysis under the medium team, training need analysis under the small team. And the scheduled training days, right? And the training complete. This is the task, you don't need to enter the duration. Right. Here, enter the 0 day to the duration to the training complete task. So if you enter 0 days here, I'll show my completed exercise. So when you enter 0 days, it will become a milestone. If it is a milestone, we have to enter the duration 0 days. So milestone will be indicated like that. Milestone is the indication, right? Indication. So this is the training complete. So we plan to complete on 30th June 2021. So that is the milestone. Right? After that, you have the duration. You have to enter those duration for the subtask, and you have to give the task dependencies. So when you the task here the training is dependent with the analysis, all the analysis. Training depends on all the analysis, and the training days is dependent with the scheduled training, right? So you have to enter 10, number 2 with the analysis. So here the project start with the project should be start on 15th June. So it should become automatically. because we planned the finish date in this exercise. The previous exercise we planned on the start date. Here now go to the project information. It say here the start date came automatically 15th June. So according to this entry, it will come like that. So your final output is like this. It should be 15th 10 here, the start training should be 15:10. Finishing should be what we define. All the duration should be, summary duration should be like this if everything corrected. So you have to try those two exercises and you have to save it as usual. You have to save file, save as, browse. You have to say lesson 1 exercise 2 for the exercise 2, lesson 1 exercise 1, the previous one, and you have to email to me. Lesson 1 exercise 1 file name, lesson 1 exercise 2 for the 2. You have to save those two and you have to email it to me. Thank you for watching MS Project tutorials.